So that is what about the time management. Hope that new perspective has helped you in understanding or looking at the time management in a new perspective. So time management and stress management are like best friends. When you want to manage your time so much, then this comes stress also comes. Like I am also here. So how do you manage? Let me see. I am here. So it will start showing that stress factor. You have to want to do this also, want to do that also, want to do this also, and the stress again has a bunch of friends. Stress again is not a one good friend of a time. It is a good friend of so many other things. So whatever you try to do, stress appears. So it's like that. An uninvited guest for every function that happens. But we have in our families also, like someone comes, whether you call them or whether you invite them, whether you don't invite them, the list has to start with them and they will be there. So like the stress is also something like an uninvited compulsory existing guest. So let us see now. There are so many things regarding stress. Again, there's reasons for stress, the causes for stress, the coping mechanisms of stress do differ from age to age, place to place, industry to industry, role to role, everywhere, from gender to gender. Also, these things to change. So let us confine our session today only regarding stress management for students. So let me start with the first myth buster. I have given a myth buster for time management. Let me also give a myth buster to stress management. That first thing, that you can never delete stress. You can never say that I am a stress-free person. No, that's a meta state. If you are thinking that you are a stress-free person, that doesn't happen. Stress exists, whether you want it, whether you don't want it. Also, stress does exist. It's like by default, it is there. But how do you manage is what make you wise, intellectual, or capable, or eligible, or a good person, or a skilled person, etc., etc. Is all about managing the stress. No one can remove the stress. If someone is leading a very stress-free life, it means that they are leading a zero purpose life. They have not set any goals. They didn't find any purpose in doing anything. They don't have any goals. So obviously, when they don't have any goals, they will not have stress. So if someone says that I don't have stress at all, then ask them, do you have any goals in your life? If they have goals, then stress is very obvious. Whereas coming to the other thing, second stress myth buster is stress is a response. Stress is not something that will show action on you. Stress is some existence. It's like some omnipresent thing. Whether you identify it, whether you get subjected to it, how much amount do you draw out of it, how much you respond to it, react to it, is within us. So stress is a response. And what are the causes for stress for students? If we have to confine it to students, first thing, obviously, their academic goals, whether I will be able to cope up my syllabus or not, whether will I be able to write my examination properly or not, these kind of things. Then insufficient resources. You know that these things are necessary. But if someone is not able to get those resources, every time their thought regarding that the completion of the task will go that I don't have that one. Maybe I'll not be able to complete it. What if? How can I complete it if I don't have this thing? Nowadays, if you see in COVID situations, a lot of people found that their education cannot complete if they don't have a laptop or something. So as an NGO volunteer, I have witnessed lots and lots of requests coming from students asking for a laptop. Because they found that they cannot continue their studies if they don't have a laptop. So of course, we understand that sometimes it becomes necessary, sometimes it's an optional thing. But whenever the topic comes, your mind just directs only towards that thing, that I don't have this resource, how will I do this task? So that is again a reason for stress. Next, deadlines. Obviously, when you are about to reach to the deadlines, people are under stress. Extracurricular activities. Sometimes people understand that academics is not enough, so they involve themselves into some other task. But what happens is when there are some deadlines in one particular task, obviously doing the other things will become difficult, and they lead to stress. Social life problems. Social life problems are related to, like, they are like the stress that is generated out of your relations with others. Let it be friendship, let it be from home, let it be you as a member of the society, let it be you as a student of the college, let it be you as a team member in your office, etc. Whatever, it is coming from the social perspective. And the stress due to health issues. Imagine that someone has been diagnosed with something. So unless it is completely cured, people will be under stress. Their thoughts again and again go to that place. That what happens if this is not cured? Will it have any continuation? Will it show some other side effects? Will it lead to new diseases? What are there is a lot of stress. And again, COVID is the best example. We had so many have mental health helpline numbers. We had so many people trying to help out people who are under COVID stress. Yeah, I happen to work under a helpline, and we have got every day so many calls where they shared that a fear that they may get COVID. They fear that they got COVID, and what if it doesn't get cured? They got like, what if today I am okay, but tomorrow what if there is sudden need of oxygen or something? Where I have to rush? Will I survive? What happens to my parents? What happens to my children? So many things. So it led to a lot of stress. Whereas other thing is learning disabilities. When some students are having some learning disabilities, then they will feel that they are not enough as compared to other people, and that will lead them to stress. Like some people having some dyslexia, some people having some handwriting issues, some children are not good at listening, then they have to pay some more extra time in self learning. Some people are having some memory issues, so they have to practice again and again. That will again need some more time for them to do. So these are like different reasons for them to get under stress. Then decision making problems. Whenever we are not sure about our decision making, then even though we decide, even though we go according to our decision, at every point, every minute, we are under stress because we are anticipating some failure, and we are also trying to calculate or visualize the amount of disaster that can happen because of this failure. So decision making will again lead to stress. Distance and travel issues. Yes, some children may not be having their educational institutions or other training institutes near to their places. They may need to travel a lot. They may need to travel every day long distances, and because of this, they will be under stress because they are losing a lot of time, and also it is physically burdening them. They get tired very easily. They again want some more time to get relaxed. They may not immediately jump into studying as soon as they reach home. So this will lead them to stress. Next, peer pressures. Peer pressures are something like you have a fight with your own team member. Your terms are not good with your co-student, but you all people have to meet every day, look at each other, see, like you all people have to live in the same classroom. You have to work together. Then there are these problems with this, and also pressures regarding you have some indifferences, personal indifferences for something. You want to show the other someone, or you have to tackle a person every day. Someone is trying to show you inferior. All these kind of problems. And the transitions. Children or even employers also get these new whenever they have to change from one place to other place, or one company to other company. Again, that few new days are always under stress, because you are very much concentrated about how do I talk, what do I talk, what do I do, what should I not do, where are my resources here. Again, who are those people whom I can reach out, what are the things I have to get new for this new environment, or this new work, or this new college, or this new place. This kind of transitions from one phase to other phase. Even if there are students, if they are going from school level to college level, so that is a very big stressful situation for them, because until then they were treated as children. Now they will be treated as young adults. So they themselves have a lot of confusion. How should I behave? Should I behave like a child? Should I behave like an adult? If I behave like an adult, people will think that why are you overdoing things? If I behave like child, why are you feeling childish? So there is a lot of stress for students when they are transferring, when they're transitioning from one place, from one phase to other phase. Even for graduates also, when they go to post graduation, that kind of level, then they are obviously treated as completely grown up adults. So they have a stress that whether I don't know something, should I go and ask someone or not? Because they will feel that you are a graduate, you are a postgraduate, don't you even know this? People may think like that. Then what should I do? Whether should I go? Should I not go? If I don't go, what are the scenarios? If I go, what will people think about that? So that's lots of thoughts.